Within Part 1 Naruto, there's always been this debate of who is the strongest character, but these two shinobi in particular have been central to that conversation. The legendary Hokage, god of shinobi Hiruzen, and the slayer of the Uchiha, Itachi. And honestly speaking, this battle just isn't close. Starting off with the superior Sasuke, Itachi Uchiha has been the primary cause of the Uchiha downfall, having slain each and every member save for his little brother. To put this into perspective, the Uchiha clan was fairly renowned thanks to their Sharingan abilities, being able to essentially see the future and being extremely adept at genjutsu, and yet all of them died to Itachi Uchiha. During his time in the Akatsuki, he encountered Orochimaru, who had attempted to steal his power. In this brief encounter, Itachi put the fear of God into Orochimaru, and with his genjutsu, completely paralyzed him on the spot. Even at the very end of Part 1, Orochimaru still considered Itachi to be stronger than himself, and refused to ever try fighting him again.
I'm out. You got it, man.
Orochimaru himself is no pushover either, being far beyond the levels of even Kakashi, someone who was able to cut lightning with his Raikiri and was comparable to Might Guy. Kakashi himself thinking that he was insane for even imagining that he could throw hands with the Sannin member. Like, bro's so powerful, he views himself to be beyond the Sannin, even believing that he is more powerful than Hokage level fighters, something very few could ever dream of. Itachi isn't just capable of bullying Orochimaru, even Kakashi, when he encountered him, recognized that he was being toyed with and was shortly after hospitalized for a large amount of time after being placed in Itachi's best genjutsu, the Tsukuyomi. Ironically enough, genjutsu specialist, Kurenai, for some odd reason, tried to put the strongest Uchiha from the clan known for its ocular jutsu in a genjutsu. The Tsukuyomi, by the way, is considered to be one of, if not the greatest genjutsu of all time, likely surpassing that of Hashirama's Infinite Darkness genjutsu, which even Hiruzen got caught by. And this is all standard for Itachi. Each and every move he makes is calculated and thought out. Itachi is this kind of pacifist that seeks to end conflict as quickly and efficiently as possible. When he fights, his first action is likely going to be a genjutsu, typically Tsukuyomi, and from there, any fight will end. I think we can all agree that Itachi isn't one to showboat or drag something out. He's quick and straight to the point in everything that he does. So if Itachi is stronger than Orochimaru, and Kakashi to the point that he thinks it's insanity to fight him, and that his mere presence can bully Orochimaru out of the Akatsuki, how does he compare to Hiruzen? Famous for being the strongest leader of the 5 nations, Sarutobi Hiruzen has made a name for himself thanks to his incredible knowledge of jutsu, having learned every single one in Konoha, which combined with his incredible talent landed him the title of the Professor, showing not only his incredible capabilities when it comes to learning jutsu, but also his intelligence, as not just anyone can learn such a volume of jutsu. Just to say it again, Hiruzen is incredibly intelligent, and when he speaks on something, we can trust that it's probably true. Hiruzen's strength and wisdom was so insane that he isn't just considered to be the peak of Konoha, but the entire shinobi world, even being stated to have godlike wisdom and courage. Just off this alone, we can easily confirm that Hiruzen stands above the previously mentioned Kakashi and Might Guy, as well as every other well-known shinobi. Hiruzen cares about Konoha and its people to a great extent. He's willing to sacrifice his own soul in order to protect it, and it's part of the will of fire that makes him strong enough to stand against the odds. When pushed to the brink, Hiruzen knows that he can give everything because the next generation will inherit that will and continue to protect Konoha. With this in mind, Hiruzen fights by dismantling his opponent's strategies and overpowering them with his versatility and wisdom. In his fight with the resurrected Hashirama and Tobirama, Hiruzen tests what works and what doesn't by attacking Orochimaru and using that counterattack to test if he can permanently damage the Edo Tenseis. Something that is important to know is that Might Guy developed an anti-Sharingan technique after sparring with Kakashi so much, a user of the Sharingan. You can take this to mean that Hiruzen also has these techniques which allow the user to avoid Sharingan's genjutsu by looking at their feet and reading their movements.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Hiruzen also is considered to have superior strength to the previous Hokage in his prime, and has been able to protect the village ever since the 4th Hokage died, defending it from the Nine Tails, which is pretty impressive since most of us can agree that the world of Naruto can be incredibly violent and extremely dangerous almost all of the time, and the devil is in the details. I previously mentioned Orochimaru, and I'm sure many of you already know that his battle with Hiruzen is what caused the Hokage to finally kick the bucket. During this fight, Orochimaru summoned the mentors of Hiruzen, the previous Hokage, to mentally break and toy with Hiruzen. From this, many would fairly assume that Hiruzen is far stronger than Orochimaru. There is a bit more to it than just that. Before the battle, Hiruzen briefly spoke about Orochimaru, in which he claims that no shinobi in the entire village would be capable of stopping him, and the professor even doubts that he himself could take on Orochimaru. What's interesting about this is that Orochimaru may have been holding back against Hiruzen, as it's implied a couple of times that he still admired Hiruzen and respected him. In the extra material for Naruto, it's stated numerous times that during the fight, Orochimaru and Hiruzen were actually evenly matched, and that the entire fight between Hiruzen and Orochimaru was actually considered to be a, quote, boring pastime in Orochimaru's eyes. This pretty heavily implies that Orochimaru saw no threat in Hiruzen, and that the idea that it was just a boring pastime to him puts it on the same level of difficulty as you or I watching a movie or playing Dokkan Battle while I'm waiting for your mother to get out of the shower. You can definitely make the argument that Hiruzen was also holding back against Orochimaru, but after he regains his resolve / will of fire, he should either be going all out or actually stronger than normal, depending on how intense you think that amplification is, and even then, they are still considered evenly matched. This is why I say that this battle just isn't close. Itachi Uchiha, in all likelihood, destroys the third Hokage, and it's really not close at all. If Itachi was after Hiruzen's head, he should easily have the speed and power to look into Hiruzen's eyes and use the Tsukuyomi to defeat him instantly, or use the Lightspeed Water Bullet to take the W. Hiruzen really struggled to defeat Orochimaru, and multiple sources put them on even footing or have Orochimaru stronger, and Itachi looked at Orochimaru, and after a single genjutsu, scared Oro so much that he quit the entire Akatsuki organization and refused to go back, even verbatim admitting that Itachi is stronger than himself. This is the same Orochimaru that Hiruzen, the professor, someone with godlike intelligence and wisdom, doubted he could defeat. And just for reference, the last time Hiruzen saw Orochimaru was years ago, and he still thinks he can't beat him. If Itachi fought Hiruzen, he would defeat him, and it would not be close. Thank you for watching. This video is a little on the shorter side, but I'm starting small with Naruto content before I work my way up to more controversial topics. I'm also trying to get a haircut, but unfortunately, I'm broke as fuck, so I can't afford it. But while you enjoy that emotional support from your family that I don't have, consider liking and subscribing, and also consider sharing that pizza roll with me sometime.